Hey guys, as you know, many of you, I think 100 million people watched Sound of Freedom. And it touched your heart like it touched mine because this is about children. It's about children who are being exploited in ways that are incomprehensible. And what many of you don't know is the movie continues live. The traffickers who were arrested that you saw, who were depicted by actors in the film, these are real people in trial right now. In fact, tomorrow is the closing arguments. And I'm here to tell you that on Tuesday, there's going to be an interview between me and Troy Abels of The Last Dispensation. And we're going to go through everything that we have, the evidence we have, including video evidence that we can't actually show you until after the verdict. Okay. And you will be, I do want to say, when I showed this video to the writer and director of Sound of Freedom, he said, I can't even use the words that one of the alleged traffickers, Kelly Suarez, which a lot of this is based on, I can't even use the words that she said. They're so despicable that people would leave the audience. And we have that evidence, and you're going to see that evidence. And so I need you to tune into that interview because we're going to go down about what happened. And we're going to introduce you to a fellow by the name of Ryan Fisher. And Ryan Fisher swore under penalty of perjury in the United States under the direction of the same attorneys who are suing me through all these plaintiffs. They are also representing Kelly Suarez, the alleged trafficker, and who is suing me and Angel Studios for defamation. So that's why this is all very interesting, and it's going to tell you a lot about all these cases. But tune in so you can hear about it. Matt, you were on the operation.
Yes, I was.
And Ryan must have been there too because he swore under penalty of perjury that everybody was actors. It was a cosplay, the word he used. That these kids were paid to show up. It was all fake.
That gave me a chuckle when I heard that, and I was happy to hear that he would put that in a sworn statement. You'll be talking more about that in your interview with Troy.
Yeah.
But, I was there. Dozens of OUR operators were there. U.S. Embassy for Colombia was there. U.S. Homeland Security was there. CBS was there. We had aftercare specialists there. And then these survivors of this then went into years of aftercare. So would you continue to pay these actors to go through years of aftercare?
Yeah. It's quite stunning. Ryan wasn't there for the planning. He didn't even know it was happening while it was happening. Okay, but you'll understand when you tune in to the interview on Tuesday about what his personal vendetta is against me and why I walked away from him on several projects and what his motivation is. But please tune in to find out because it's actually very, frankly, entertaining, but very important to the case. Because when you go down and under penalty of perjury and say that these kids weren't hurt, who were clearly hurt. Again, back to the children. You're re-exploiting those children again and again by saying it didn't happen and defending the people who are doing this to them. And I just can't wait till you see the videos. And you wait and you'll see what Kelly Suarez Moya did and what the attorneys in Utah who are representing all of them have gone down to Colombia and clearly coached her on what to say. And they're doing this for money. Ryan wants you to give him money, he said it publicly, so that he can make money off this. He's been trying to make money off me for years. I refused his offers. He's mad, and he continues to do it. But anyway, I really want you to tune in. I wanted to introduce you to this guy. He's been smeared, beat up, persecuted in the media as well. And I wanted to share something with you really quickly. Today's Sunday. It's the Sabbath. Mm-hmm. We've been fasting today. We've been in church together. And something came to my mind. I got a phone call from, I won't say his name, but someone who I consider very, very spiritual, holy, a mentor to me. And he called me about a week ago and he said, Tim, and by the way, this person has served in, he was a stake president in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. He was also a temple president. And 3/4 of Ryan's testimony, because he's an anti-Mormon, was creating this false narrative about this church that I love, that I believe in, that I support, and that Matt does as well. And we're excited to defend against those defamatory, grotesque words that he says about the church, which he knows really nothing about, even less, of course, about the actual case that happened in Cartagena. But when this spiritual mentor called me, he said, I want you to he just called me, he said, I've been inspired to turn you to a scripture. So open up to Matthew 5:11, and he read these words to me. Blessed are you when people insult you, persecute you, and falsely say all manner of evil against you because of me. And I said, I didn't get it at first. I said, what does that have to do with me? And he said, is there anything more important to the Lord than rescuing his children? He said, you are being persecuted for doing the Lord's work. And that's what this is. And I immediately thought of Matt, who has saved my life more times than I want to even think about, like literally physically saved my life. My wife won't let me go on operations without Matt. True. He was there. And I want you all to please tune in. And I want to end with something. When you left the island scene.
Yeah, I was on a dock. We were loading onto the boat, and I didn't even realize what I captured until afterwards, and I was shocked and grateful, actually. I did a little panoramic video of the island just for a keepsake for memory, one last time. And when I got home, I realized that I'd captured the survivors cheering with joy, and I believe another operator, friend of ours, says, can you hear that?
He was crying.
Yeah.
Mark Stott. And he said, that's the sound of freedom. And when I told that story to Alejandro, he said, that's the title of the film. And we're going to put that in there so you can watch that as well. But guys, this is about kids. This is about saving kids. This is about motivating the Colombian government, who's been attacked by the likes of these attorneys from Utah, attacked by Ryan Fisher. And it's an attack on children. And we will not stand for it. We will tell the truth. The judge knows the truth. Please stay focused. Tuesday's interview and everything that's going to follow to show these children are real. And they've been through so much, and they don't deserve Ryan Fisher and these Rasmussen and Mortensen, these attorneys, going down and re-exploiting them by saying none of it happened. So stay tuned. We thank you for your support, and God bless you.